If you just look on record of accomplishments against champions, you kind of have to put Alex Pereira already in the conversation of potential greatest of all time. He's supposed to be fighting Ankalaev.
You're the underdog going into this fight. Does this bother you? Does this surprise you?
No.
Pereira was to stay at 205 pounds and not face Ankalaev. I'm telling you right now, the guy that's going to have the biggest problem with that is going to be Pereira. Pereira's not going to let it happen.
Everybody's like, well, he hasn't fought Ankalaev. That's why he's scared of Ankalaev. Dude is not afraid of anybody. He'll fight anyone, but I think that he needs to go out there and beat this guy. Then if he does that, everybody will have nothing to say about Alex Pereira or his title reign.
Alex Pereira's some goddamn macho. He'll look at Ankalaev and say, that's probably a squash match, certainly it's historically. That is my hardest challenge. Make sure I have that guy next. That's how he works.
I don't think there's anyone out there right now with the finishing ability of Alex Pereira. It is frightening what he can do. And the only discussion, the only question around Alex Pereira right now is, can he beat somebody like Magomed Ankalaev? Because that's the only style we haven't really seen. Can he stop a wrestler? That's been the whole knock on Alex Pereira. Oh, UFC are giving him fan-friendly matchups. They're giving him styles that favor him. He's a glory kickboxer. Of course he's going to beat Yuri Prohaska and Jamal Hill and all these others. These are all tremendous fighters. Israel Adesanya, so on and so forth. These are legendary, tremendous fighters, okay? But I guess stylistically, it is favorable to his style, okay? But Magomed Ankalaev is the last question. Right now, light heavyweight is full of killers, and Alex Pereira is taking them all out.
Just some dudes just have some extra power. Like literally everybody he's connecting on is going night-night. And he does it in 2 different weight classes simultaneously.
When it comes to knockout power, Alex Pereira just seems to have the touch of death, okay? It's not a coincidence that he took over the sport. The man's just that good. His striking is phenomenal, and he is evolving all the time. Now, Magomed Ankalaev said all along, he's not going to wrestle him, and he's not an Islam. He's not a Khabib, but he does come from Dagestan, and we have seen him wrestle before. And if it comes down to it, he probably will use it again. It's fight or flight, and if a double leg takedown is there, it is personal between the two of them. I mean, if you ask Alex Pereira, he's just another guy. That is the fight that if there is any doubters out there, because there is people that say that he gets tailor-made matchups, that he's only fighting striker after striker. Magomed Ankalaev, I do believe, provides the toughest test of his light heavyweight run. He's got to be careful with Magomed Ankalaev. He can't just expect to steamroll him and go through him. And I know Pereira trains hard. There's a reason why the man's successful in the first place, but he's got to be careful.
I'm going to go with Alex because I don't think Ankalaev has to stand up. Now, he does have the wrestling advantage, but it's going to be very hard for him.
I thought it was funny when he tweeted something to the effect of, oh, you're going to do whatever the company tells you to do. You know, you work for them and they want me to fight you. When in reality, I feel like the company has tried to do everything but give him a title shot because he's not very popular.
Company tells him what to do, but I'm the one that asked for the fight. I said I want to fight in March, May, June, but I'm the one that came there and said I want to fight Ankalaev now. And he found out only because I asked to fight him.
Guys like Alex Pereira, right? Like that level of striking. When you're a glory champion, the level of striking is so high. It's so above the average MMA fighter. Then when he gets in there with these guys, they don't want none of that.
And then as soon as they start to get like a little wrestling defense and stuff like that, they become in trouble. You can't take him down anymore.
Exactly.
And then you stand in front of him, he smoke you. What could you do?
Well, you see that with Alex Pereira now.
Yeah.
His takedown defense is much better, and he keeps getting better. He's evolving so quickly. Like
no, because he's been training. Yeah. He's been training for so long.
Man, styles mix matchups. I mean, he has a knockout power that transcends, like, it's bigger than weight. Very special.
If Alex Pereira wrestles for 2 years straight, nothing else, just wrestling, Alex Pereira, Olympic champion.
97?
He's so strong.
97?
97 kilos.
Sadulaev,
Tajuddinov, Snyder. If listen.
You don't believe?
No, what do you mean I don't believe it?
Think about how someone striking guy come to the wrestling and 2 years be Olympic champion. Per 1 minute, Sadulaev send him 10-0.
Then why has nobody done this to him in MMA? He doesn't know.
Put him on Ankalaev. Yes, put him against Ankalaev.
You think Ankalaev take him down?
Of course, easy. Who beat he? Like wrestling guy, who have opponent? Who he have opponent?
Who are you talking about?
Prokaska or who?
Jan Blachowicz took him. Jan Blachowicz is a wrestler.
Okay,
Jan Blachowicz is a wrestler.
Okay, Ankalaev, Jan Blachowicz, what happened? How many times Ankalaev take him down, hold him 3 rounds there? Brother, Dagestan, it's...
Alex is so fun. It's so funny to me because on the one hand, I'm like, he should be in GOAT conversation, right? Like as
the double GOAT.
No, as on one hand, but on the other hand, I'm like, I kind of think his wrestling still sucks, and if he fights someone who's a good wrestler, he's going to get torched. If he gets torched by Ankalaev, do we say it was really a mirage the whole time? I mean, obviously his stand-up is about as good as it gets, and he hits about as hard as you can hit.
Ankalaev said he's not wrestling him.
If he does that, he's a moron.
Why would you stand with him?
I have no idea. I don't know. He's just bullshitting. There's no way he's not.
He's gonna just take him down? Would that be crazy if he just keeps shooting on him?
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you? The last guy he fought, I swear to God, if I was fighting Alex Pereira, I would shoot on him from the moment the fight started.
Yeah, for real. Why not?
I would go forward, press, throw like a left hand or an overhand right, and just dive in on his legs as much as I could, just to try to see how his takedown defense would hold up.
And
here's my thought, though. He's got to have gotten better, right? He's been training with Glover all these years in the wrestling.
Yeah, but the only instances of wrestling we've seen in his UFC career has been not all that great. He got taken out and held down by Adesanya, who no one thinks has good wrestling, and he got taken down by Blachowicz and was down a whole round.
I think Ankalaev is going to have to try to wrestle him. I think that's kind of the thought that he's posturing, saying he's going to stand with him, trade with him.
I'm curious to see, how his grappling progresses.
He has got to get better.
Yeah, but it can get better, and Glover's a great coach. It's good to be with Glover.
Yeah.
Pick up the finer points of grappling, especially grappling for MMA.
Is it just about, though, that him, when he gets taken down, survive? Because maybe that's what he did against Jan, knowing that he doesn't get tired and he can beat you up. He did it against Yuri.
Yeah.
Yuri beat him in the first round, same thing. But then every round starts on the feet, like you said.
And every round he's going to chop that calf.
And he'll beat you up until eventually he gets you. For me, it's crazy also to see at 205 how between 2010 all the way to 20, nobody had the belt but me and John Jones. And then the belt just kept getting passed around. I wonder who is going to be the person that brings stability again. Do you think Pereira can be that long-reigning champion?
Alex Pereira has solidified his status as a UFC legend and the sport's biggest superstar. He has captured the light heavyweight belt and successfully defended it 3 times. However, facing a Dagestani wrestler presents a true test of his mixed martial arts skills, as most of his previous challengers have been strikers. His takedown defense and ground game are improving every day. But will it be enough to stop Magomed Ankalaev? Hit like on the video if you believe Alex can shock the world again, and drop your predictions for this mega fight in the comments.